Hey guys, welcome to another coding challenge tutorial. So for this tutorial, we're going to be going over the temperature coding problem. So we're just going to go ahead and click this card right here, let it download, and we should be downloading a .zip file. We're going to open the zip file, open the file, and we should see these two documents. Since we're working on the implementation today, we're going to be opening the practice.js file. Nice. Okay. So let's just quickly read over what we want. So pretty much we are given a string and we're also given a number. So the string is going to be referring to a certain temperature scale, right? In this case, the Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay. What we're going to be using for our temperature converter is to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa. Okay. So what are we going to do? What is the first steps? First of all, we need to know how to convert. So the formula required to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And for that, we have our trusty old friend, Google. So what we're going to do is Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay? Oh, Celsius to Fahrenheit. There we go. And they give us a formula down here. Okay? So let's just remember, just for reference, this is how we would find the formula. And once we switch it to Fahrenheit to Celsius, we would also see a formula down here. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we're going to start off by evaluating what our key concepts that we're going to learn here is. So our first concept that we're going to be going over is arithmetic. Okay, so basic arithmetic and using formulas, right? And another key concept that we're going to be going over is conditional statements, having if and else statements. Why would we really need an if and else statement? In this case would be we're going to have an input of Celsius or Fahrenheit. And depending on if it's Celsius or Fahrenheit, we're going to have a different formula to convert, right? Because they're two different scales, right? And you're converting between the two. So what we're going to have to do is to start off, we're going to create our if conditions and our if else conditions, right? And we're going to be like, okay, what are we going to put in our if condition? So we're given converting from. So let's say that we're going to be using this argument right here. So we're going to say convert from. If that's equal to Celsius, right, we should be good. So as long as this is equal to Celsius, then we will have a formula somewhere around here. Likewise, we're going to have an else condition, and a fair assumption that we can make is there's not going to be any other temperatures, so we won't be dealing with Kelvin here. It's just going to be Celsius and Fahrenheit. So if it's not Celsius, it's going to be Fahrenheit. If it's not Fahrenheit, it's going to be Celsius, all right? So in our else condition, we're going to have just an empty one. So now comes the use of the formulas that we Googled earlier, okay? So what we're going to have to do now is let me actually show you how to use this formula, okay, to begin with. So we're going to go here. We're going to check out, okay, we have this formula. Let's see how it changes based on what we input. So based on the value, so the value is right here. And it changes based on, what we input here, right? If it's 2, then it becomes 2. If it's 19, it becomes 19. If it's 100, it becomes 100, right? So this value right here is going to represent this parameter, which is the value parameter. So let's do value, and then we're just going to go ahead with the rest of the formula. So we're seeing that, okay, to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, we need to do value times 9 over 5 plus 32, okay? So we just need to do times 9 divided by 5 plus 32. And remember, there's brackets surrounding this right here. Awesome. This is not perfect yet. There is something we also are missing, but I will show you what I mean by that after. Okay, so what we're going to have to do now is let's see the reverse, right? Let's see what it's like for Fahrenheit to Celsius. And for that, it's very similar. So we see that the first number is the one that's changing, right? Yep, so we know that's the first number. So we're going to do value minus 32. So let's go here again. Let's do value minus 32. Put those in brackets. Oh, I think I did 31. Whoops. 32. And now we're going to multiply that by 5 over 9. Okay? So we're just going to do 5 over 9. So I kind of spotted a mistake I made right here. It should be... okay, perfect. Okay, so we have that good, but the problem is in this function we have no return statement, right? Let me just clean this up right here. And we're just going to put the return statement here, okay? Awesome. So let's see if the code runs. Let me just drag myself there. Okay, so we're just going to do run code. Let's see if it outputs correctly. So 122, 122, good. 32, 32. 133, 8888. Perfect. It's all good. So it seems like our outputs are matching, and therefore we have solved the temperature converter problem. So give this a shot, and I wish you guys the best of luck.